Joining me now, he is second in the WHL scoring with 18 goals and 47 points in just 26 games, which puts him fifth in the entire CHL. It's Andrew Cristall from the Kelowna Rockets, and maybe more importantly, from the future Kubota Top Prospects Game. Andrew, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm great. Like I said, you were recently named to the roster for the Kubota Top Prospects Game, which is going to be in Vancouver in January. How exciting is that for you?
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. It's something that was a goal of mine heading into this year, and for it to be released yesterday, it's pretty cool to be a part of it for sure.
I was wondering if that's one of the things that if that players, there's certain events throughout their junior career that they kind of circle on the calendar, and obviously for you that was one of them.
Yeah, that was definitely one of them. I grew up. I went to the last time I was in Vancouver at the 2016, I believe. So I was at that game, and for it to maybe happen to me this year, it's pretty cool. So it's definitely something I had circled a little bit.
Well, what do you remember from that game as a fan being at it?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I just saw, the whole lower bowl was filled with, kids and parents. Then you look in the upper bowl at the old Coliseum, and there was just a ton of scouts and people with clipboards. So I remember that as a kid being like, wow, it must be cool to be one of those players on the ice. And yeah, it was a great game. I remember. And yeah, it was just really fun.
I believe that would have been Matty Tkachuk and Alex DeBrincat, Pierre-Luc Dubois, and
Yeah.
Pascal Labrèche kind of stole the show in that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a good game. Well, you've got a teammate in Caden Price that's going with you to this. Just even more exciting to be able to share it with a teammate and friend.
Yeah, it's awesome to be able to share it with Caden. We're both gonna, head into it together, and it's gonna be nice to have a familiar face around the rink and heading into it. So it's pretty cool for both of us to be a part of it for sure. Yeah.
Well, you look at the roster and 40 names were on it. 19 of them are from the WHL. What does that say about the strength of the WHL's draft class?
Yeah, the WHL draft class that we got, I think it's pretty special. There's so many players on each team that is so good, and it's pretty cool to have that recognized in the game. There's 19 guys going, so that's pretty special, I think.
And six of the top 10 WHL scorers are draft eligible this year, and that doesn't include Tanner Howe, who has to wait another year still. So it's yeah, that's pretty incredible. Uh, even nicer for you, maybe seven of you are from BC as a BC boy, and for you as a Vancouver native, just a little bit more special to be able to play in that game in your hometown.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty special. I think there's probably gonna be quite a few family and friends at that game, and it's gonna be pretty cool to head back there and be a part of that game with the special group that we have. So it's gonna be pretty sweet experience.
Now, Luca Cagnoni, Lucas Dragocevic, and Connor Bedard are all from that surrounding area. Did you guys play against each other or with each other growing up as well?
Yeah, I think I played with Cagnoni and Pee Wee or Adam, I believe, second year, and then Pee Wee at the Burnaby Winter Club, and then I played with Drago and Connor at spring hockey with the Vancouver Vipers. So I grew up with all three of those guys, playing against them, playing with them. So it's gonna be a pretty cool experience to share out with them, and it's pretty funny how it all worked out.
Looking at the roster, are there any guys that you're really looking forward to playing with, playing against, or maybe just meeting?
Yeah, I think I'm just excited to, see a bunch of the guys that were at the, Helenka tournament. There's a lot of guys who are on that team that are going to this game. So I think it's going to be pretty cool to see some familiar faces and play against some of the guys you normally don't play against in your own league.
Now, being a Vancouver native, we started talking about this a little bit off camera, but uh, your family had season tickets to the Canucks, so big Vancouver fan.
Yeah, huge Vancouver fan. So it's gonna be pretty cool to have the Sedins as your coaches, and it's gonna be pretty cool to be able to pick their brain a little bit and see them around the rink.
Now, if you had to pick one of the Sedins, I know you're a winger, so maybe this one's easy, but if you had to pick one Sedin to play on your line with you, which one would you pick?
Yeah, I feel like the easy answer would be Henrik because he's the second. So I'd go with Henrik. He's probably the one. He's so smart and so skilled to the puck. I think it'd be pretty easy to play with him.
What what would you most look forward to? Talking to them, just having conversations with them, or is there something that you'd like to ask them about, or a play that you saw once upon a time that you know, like, are you going to be a like try to pick their brains, or are you going to be more of a fan with them?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to bug them too much because I probably have a million questions for them, but I just kind of ask them, what goes through their minds on the ice. They're so good at reading the defense, and they're able to manipulate the D men to do what they want with each other, and it's pretty cool to see them, like, watch them move the puck and things like that. So I think I'm going to try and pick their brain a little bit on that side, but again, I don't want to bug them too much and be an annoying little guy out there. So
And then also, Ron DeLorme and Stan Smeal, a couple other Vancouver legends are going to be behind the bench as well. Maybe your grandfather excited to see those guys potentially coach you.
yeah, I mean, those guys are Canuck legends, so I mean, it's going to be pretty cool. You got the Sedins, and then you got those two. So it's gonna be an unbelievable experience for me, and I'm sure, yeah, my whole family is pretty jealous.
Well, you're off to a monster start this year with Kelowna. How have you changed as a player? Is it just opportunity? Is it getting, older, wiser, stronger? How have you been able to take such a big step forward this year?
Yeah, I think for me, it's just another year I had of experience. I played a little bit in the bubble, and then last year was my first full season, and this year I knew exactly what was coming for me at the beginning of the season. I thought that really prepared me well. So I think it was just a little bit of maturity and another year of experience that really helped me have a good start to the year.
Well, last year, fairly early on in the season, you pulled off the lacrosse goal.
Both the general manager and the head coaching duties. They score! Andrew Cristall, the lacrosse goal.
Was that something that you had practiced? Had you tried it in a game yet, or was it just like opportunity arose? You didn't even think about it. You just reacted and did it.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of just a reaction. I practiced it a lot, growing up, like just seeing the NHL guys do it, and then Svechnikov did it, I think, a week before that game. But I tried it all the time in practice, and I saw the opportunity, so I thought, why not go for it? I thought it was a play I could make, and it ended up working out, so it's pretty cool.
What was the reaction from the bench after you got back?
Yeah, most of the guys were just yelling, and their mouths were wide open and stuff like that. So it was pretty cool, and it was just awesome to be able to do that, and have the guys support me like that.
Any other tricks up your sleeve that you've been working on?
I don't know. There might be a few that I've been trying in practice. I won't reveal them now. We'll see if I can pull it off. But yeah, I think there might be a couple that I could try and pull off.
Nice. You're in Alberta right now. You got games against Medicine Hat and Lethbridge this weekend before the holiday break. What do you guys have to do this weekend um, to head into the holiday break on a good foot?
Yeah, I mean, we have 3 games left to the holiday break, so I think the main thing for us is stay focused and really focus on these 3 games. Some of the guys' heads could be turned. We're going to see our families in a week or two here, so I think for us, we just got to come into these games focused and determined, and we're pretty hungry for a couple wins. So it's gonna be yeah, good, and gotta stay on track before we leave.
And holiday break, any big plans?
I think just seeing family and friends and stuff like that. I've been away for a couple months, so it's gonna be nice to see everyone and kind of just rest and relax and head into the second half of the year.
Awesome. Andrew, thank you very much for taking out the time. Good luck this week and enjoy your holiday break.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me.